Okay, so I just threw some switches here. If you need the extra light, then by all means use it. I believe I did the other switch, hopefully. Maybe I didn't. Can't see it. I thought I just threw it. Yeah, it looks like it's reversed. Yeah. Red target. All good. So yeah, I'm just doing the counter here. Now, when you get into this area, you got some choices. Right now, we don't have to worry about it. But on the north end of UP, yeah, because we're going to be stopping right here. But the two tracks over on the side here, I'll just show you real quick here. I'll pop out. On this side here, this has changed since the latest update. Used to be, I think there was a manual switch here before. I think they used to have the manual switch. You can ask for the signal if you really need space, or you can come into this track here. We don't use these tracks here for anything. So you could always throw yourself and create your own little drill track there. But I mean, that's an option. So yeah, I came out of 5 here. So now what I want to do, or sorry, I came out of 10. So by rights, I could, for safety, because it's a crossover, I could go ahead, since I'm walking this way. Now I'm going to back up while I'm walking. Give it a little toot there. So I'm watching the speed as I back up the train behind me. So yeah, for a safety, you don't have to restore every switch to normal, but in the case of that one, since you're restoring the one to normal, you can go ahead and switch that one to normal. Now, might get a little loud here with that engine, I'm not too sure. We're getting set up to go to 5. And remember, the speed control is on, but you still have to keep an eye on it, and it looks like we're good for targets. So we'll grab our train here. And you can see the tags. Those are Edison tags, the numbers, 726. Got good speed coming in. Now, switching I like to do without air. Control F7 is how I'll show you here. There it is. This is all trains is bled. What that does is it takes all the air out so that you can kick cars. And kicking is going to be an important thing that you're going to want to get used to. Now, I've had some commentary recently from some of, I don't know if they're YouTube subscribers or those watching some of my videos about particular rules regarding kicking and tanks and chemicals and all kinds of different things. We have a hard enough time right now trying to get people on board with what procedures we do have. So if you want to use, say for example, I've heard that you have to have 5 cars in between with tanks as far as if you're switching them or kicking them or something. If you want to do that, by all means, you can go ahead, but that is not a procedure of RTS. And the only reason why we keep it is so that we... Oh boy, this is going to be... I don't want to go too fast. That's good. So right away, I take the parking brake, release that, you don't see that, and then I do Control F7 again because you're joining more air. You can't use... let me just use Shift F12 there just to take a look ahead. It's hard to use the counter at this point because now you're basically dealing with getting your entire train out of the way. So you got to kind of keep an eye on both ends here. My advice is to go ahead and head back up this way. Again, this is familiarity with the territory. And sometimes you might be at the tail end and you won't have time to, say, whistle at this crossing, right? So what do we got now? Wow, we got 6,200 feet, and that's 2 GP40s. I don't even know if that's one of the crossings that you have to honk for or not, but it's there nonetheless. Am I on the right track? I thought I went... Okay, never mind. I got scared for a minute. I thought I was on this track earlier. I thought, uh-oh. That's not good. So yeah, in this case, because you're dealing with both the head end and the tail end. Now I know the speed is going to be limited. I can notch back. Once you get up to that speed, I usually notch back a little bit just to keep yourself within speed. But what we're doing here is we're trying to clear out track 5. Track 5 in UP for our purposes, and it's been that way for a long time, is our interchange track. So everything on this side of the yard is SJVR. Now they sometimes will store cars for us for UP, but generally that's SJVR's responsibility. So Mike's taken off for a while. He's one of our admins here. He's been a member since... Oops, I got a honk here. Actually... Yeah, I gotta go too far. I forgot I hadn't set up the switch over here, so let's see how much room I got now. This is kind of a decision I gotta make. If I want to take the longest track, that's your longest lead if you need it. I think I need the signal. Because I got a pretty long... I'm going to need the signal. So, this helps too, because then this is what you do. So you're basically communicating by text. There is a TeamSpeak server available. You can check that on the server site. We generally default text. Everything, we make sure that the text gets out. So that if you are using TeamSpeak to switch or communicate between or even dispatch, the dispatcher always has to monitor the text. That's a requirement for us. I know some places they kind of put a default on the TeamSpeak versus the text. We do the exact opposite, and quite frankly, we don't use TeamSpeak. I don't use it, and I don't care, because quite frankly, I don't need to use it, and I find that the TeamSpeak is not realistic anyways, because you can hear everybody from hundreds of miles away. It's stupid. And I know you can do it in different channels and all the other stuff. That's just me. It's been a bias. But I've opened it up. If you want to use TeamSpeak, that's fine. But you just have to make sure, because not everybody's going to have TeamSpeak, you got to make sure that you go into text and communicate with everybody, especially in Anarchy. And that's what we do here. So entering UPBK northbound signal for headroom. You just take a quick look, and the switch is already set for us, so nobody's been through lately. Where's my light? I don't like where the only thing I don't like, I had a control tab so that I could see the light. I'll show you why in a second. That control tab puts the chat back and forth, and now I got an approach signal. But see, it's hiding in all the text. With this new area right here, I mean, it's hard. So, okay. So now we got the main line. Yard to main 2. All right. So now you're calling you're communicating your intention, and what that does, you communicate your intention, and then if somebody else was coming along and he had a signal, by rights you can take it away from him, provided he has more than enough stopping distance, or he has a way of getting around you. If he's pretty close, then you may have to wait for him. So now that I get out here, I can go. You can control F12 to get to the back too. To switch from the sides. I'm just flying over just to take a look ahead of me because I don't think there's anything here I have to worry about crossing-wise. No. So this is a good way to come out if you want. Normally we don't have that much as far as a drill. I'll put my headlights on since I'm coming out on the main line. That switch is automatic. And now I can concentrate on this end, which is perfect. This is what we want. So while that's coming through, I got a 10-mile-an-hour speed because the control's on. So you're seeing the tags here, and this part's important because you want to know. You basically want to know what's set up. The forum post I gave the priorities, but basically we're trying to get it so that it is all in here. Right now we have a mix of SJVR and UP all in the same area. We're going to divide this a little bit and have specific, but you can see the first UP train is UP Edison. We want to focus on that. Now that says 12 o'clock. Like I said, we're way behind. So I'm going to focus on UP Edison. I'm not going to worry about UP North, and I'm not going to worry about any other tags. We also have RV tags in here as well. Whoops. Unless you want to get over to the next KCK train. So, and this is great. This is great for communication when people are around, especially in a min. He's probably going to be coming to min pretty soon. He's already requested for it. I put the offer out there. So, but this is when you have a question as far as you're not too sure about something procedure-wise. It's good to use the forum because then I can check it if I'm not on. But in this case. Got 15 left in the clock? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so I'm going to hit the brakes here. So you can see we got UP North. Again, we're not worried about the UP North stuff. So I'm hitting the brakes here. Not sure offhand. Other KCK train. You can look for that. I'm busy. So, I mean, I can find. Okay, so there's the difference right there. So that's going to be the break between the Edison stuff and UP North, right there. So we want to set their switches up, at least to get this stuff down. You want the longest track for the stuff that you still have to deal with. So we'll go here. And do a quick check at the head end. Yeah, we're by the bridge. Okay. Minimize my lights. I believe I can cancel the signal as well, because we won't need to use it again. We're going to be kicking this all the way through now. So I can do a quick check for him while we're here.